Brief History of 7 Killings. Disc 18.
John K. Fuck, I wish this was over. Or at least that I never met that Cuban bitch. Or never ran into Baxter. Or went to that fucking club. Or that fucking boy didn't give me one more reason to head to Miami in the first place. Because then, I would be back in Chicago, looking for that fucking boy, who I'll just bet hasn't missed me for a minute. Hey, baby, I'm sorry and I'm back. Oh yeah? Didn't notice that you're gone. Did you bring any poppers with you? And that would be it, wouldn't it? Ask the truth like a stone groove. How the fuck did that happen? Was this all that it took to need somebody? Not have him fucking need you? But there was that one time. That one time when, Poppy, you gonna slip me some green or not? Also, I'm gonna need some cab money to get back to the meatpacking district. I gave him $15. The boy looked at me funny, then shoved the cash in his left front pocket. He pulled his pants up and whispered, fucking cheap faggot. If this was only a year ago, I would have punched him straight in the face. He would have staggered back ways and tripped on his own pants. Landed hard, too. Head clapping that side table right there on his way down. I would grab him even as he's dazed as shit, drag him out to the fire escape and dangle him off the railing. Fucking cheap faggot, huh? I'll show you who's the fucking cheap faggot. I'd pull him back up, but only after he pissed his jeans. But I chilled and let him go. There wasn't a book out there about enforcing, but if there was, I'd be figure 1 in the chapter How to Fuck Up. Ice cool? Nah, ice cold. Smooth as fuck and just a little psycho. Not me. I'm the sloppy Chicago hood rat with thin skin and shitty temper that lucked into something he had no business getting into. There was Grand Theft Auto, and there was the sloppy hit over on West Side. But in between I got black space, a cloud instead of a memory. Before this boy, I never even had a reason to remember a phone number, and fuck him for that anyways. That son of a bitch was probably home and ignoring the phone calls. It's getting late. I know that because Griselda called 30 minutes ago when I was fucking busy with this trick to say Chico is getting late in between telling her son to turn off that fucking TV and eat his tamale. The Jamaican. Griselda's Hawaiian shirt losers were right about the address. I doubted it for a second, mostly because I don't know shit about Flatbush. And those boys are fucking losers. East 18th Street apartment 4106, 4th floor of a red brick 6th floor walk-up. Studio facing east for a sunrise view. She left it up to me to find out if he was home or not. Good old New York. The whole street was nothing but 6th floor walk-ups. All the way down for 2 blocks. At least the entrance still had a blue awning. Figured I'd just stand here at the curb on the other side of the street until it was darker because, hey, a well-groomed white boy wasn't conspicuous at all. The other buildings just proved that black people in NYC weren't ones for aesthetics. Aesthetics. Listen to me, the fucking faggot. A reasonably well-groomed white boy with a blonde buzz cut and an army surplus jacket. I almost took the heavy-duty suitcase they put out for me. The one with the fucking Uzi supplied by Pink Hawaiian Shirt, no doubt, because that's how they do things in Miami. He really took a shine to explaining my job to me. Instructions were to use it, then drop it, mafioso style. But since I was wiping out one man and not an ethnic group, I stuck with my 9. Okay, my 9 and an AMT because a girl needs a backup. Jesus Christ. I wish I could halt this encroaching case of the gay, which seems to get worse the more I stay in this piece of shit city. The AMT if you need to get close, muchacho, Pink Hawaiian Shirt said. Maybe this gaydar shit really is a thing because if I stayed just one more night in Miami, that pendejo would have been balls deep in my ass. You can take that shit to the bank. Back in the hotel when I saw the Uzi, I said, who the fuck am I supposed to kill, a Kennedy? Nothing to do now, but wait. Chicago. He was home, wasn't he? Crouched up in a corner somewhere in the apartment, not answering the fucking phone. Now there was a kid who hated a bed. Maybe he was crouched like some bird, at the foot of his daddy's bed trying to imagine how to kill his dad. You ever work pro bono? Look, I know I was sloppy. Sloppy and brash, and I didn't think most of the time. And kinda stupid. And people have been warning me for years about my supposedly short fuse. Even my pop, who didn't think I had the ammo to match the aggro. That second hit, on Southside to boot, to rub out a goon that cooked the books for the mob on 48th and 8th. Shit did not go as planned, to put it mildly. The man so fucking fat that slugs to his body just came to rest in blubber while the monster just laughed. Took me a while, after the man called me a little pussy meow meow to figure out that I should just go for the head. But even after the bullet went right through his left eye and the back of his skull sprayed the bedboard and wall, the man kept laughing and wouldn't stop. I kept shooting and shooting, moving in closer and closer, until all that was left was the stump of his neck and loose hair. But the laugh followed me all the way up 8th Street, and I couldn't outrun it. When I got back to my apartment, I just felt fucking cold, and I was shaking, and that laugh was under my skin. Rocky touched me, and I grabbed that boy hard and pushed him against the wall. I let him go and let him undress me like I was some kid, and carry me to the bath and rub my hair while the tub filled with warm water. Easy, baby, easy, was all he said all night. That fucking boy, the last thing I need to think of when I'm supposed to be busy. And now, I'm losing my shit in Flatbush, acting all stupid over this fucking faggot who got the jump on me. This boy colder than fucking midnight for taking up with a guy who kills people because sooner or later he's gonna kill that one. The one where it all started. The one who made him this fucking way. Fuck this. I'm gonna fire a shot and blow a bullet hole in the fucking world, and the jocks and the kids who caught me looking at another kid in the shower, and whoever in the gym yanked my fucking towel and exposed my fucking boner. If I keep this up, I'm not gonna make it. There's nothing to do but wait for Griselda to call again. Or maybe one of the Hawaiian shirts would show up, since she must have sent one to make sure I carried it out, then clean up. Maybe Pink Hawaiian shirt, who knew too much about clubs, and maybe he would let me go if I sucked him off. I mean, even a bad blowjob makes a man close his eyes hoping it'll get better. I only needed a second to grab this gun and blow clear through his head from the chin and watch blood hit the roof. Sometimes, I wish I was back in Chi-Town breaking into cars. 10 feet away, a phone booth. Hello? Rocky, where the hell were you? You gonna answer me, goddammit? John. I called you more than once. I really need to sleep. I guess you had a fucking busy day. No, not really. Was figuring out what birthday card to send to Dad. I do every year. Why did you call me, John? What? Huh? What do you mean? I'm always pretty clear about what I mean. Why are you calling? Well, because. I just watched one depressing episode of MASH and an even more depressing episode of One Day at a Time. It was either Lou Grant or bed. Although this episode had to deal with some spazzy suicide chick, but then it was only part one. One Day at a Time, I mean. What do you want? What? What do I want? I don't want anything. I really need to get some sleep. Then fucking sleep then. Huh? You've got a problem, don't you? I don't have a problem. It just takes the fucking cake, huh? How somebody who does nothing all day can be so tired. And here I thought my stepmother was dead. Turns out she's right here on the phone talking to me. Fuck your stepmother. You miss me, don't you? Don't make me fucking laugh. What a stupid fucking question. Yeah, stupid. Also makes you sound like a homo if you say yes. You're the homo. And you're clearly 12 years old. Either way, I don't care. You don't care if I'm a faggot? No, I don't care enough to have this conversation. Anything else? Why are you so fucking... You know what? No. Fucking no, Rock. Well then, good night. Good night. Wait. What? You made it with anybody? What's it to you? Fucking hell, Rock, what the fuck? No, the answer is no. I don't see why it matters. We're not together or anything, and you do whatever you like. You made it with anybody? No? Don't see why not. You are in NYC, faggots, fogies, and foreigners, and you're still pretty young. Either way, I'm going to my bed. It's not your bed. Good night. Wait. What now? Jesus. Would you like some phone sex? You want me to say fuck me daddy until you beat yourself off? Fuck me, oh fuck me with your big fucking cock daddy. Ooh, come on my face, treat me like a bitch. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, can't you say something nice for once? I'm sorry, Whoa, that was a big yawn. Where were we? Good night. See you later. It felt good to hang up on the bitch. Focus. I'm across the street, waiting to take this Jamaican out. Except I haven't figured out how exactly yet. I don't even know if this should be a one-man job. In fact, it shouldn't when so many things are up for grabs. I don't even know if he'll be alone in his house. Nobody has come or gone for hours. I think, but I don't know since it's still too dark for the lights to come on. I'm really walking in there blind and stupid. As if this wasn't part of Griselda's fucked up plan to begin with. Take the man out, but if he also takes me out, that's just a fucking bonus. It's only 8. Even if he's there, he couldn't be asleep. The best thing to do was wait until he leaves and take him out in the street. But if he is what she said he is, there's no way he'd be alone on the street. Which might be why these Miami boys gave me the Uzi after all. This was getting fucking complicated. Nothing to do but wait till a reasonable hour and move in. Screw on the silencer, pick the lock, scope out the room, sweep and take him out. Maybe all you need to be a pro is to think like one. All Iceman-like. Instead, all I got is nerves. This isn't supposed to be my fucking hit anyway. I'm just trying to keep myself alive for a few days. Jesus Christ, what kind of hitman's got daddy issues? 10 years ago, at a corner 7-Eleven in Chicago. The day before I walked 20 blocks before I found one. Sweating in my father's fat slob leather jacket. The day before, when I was scoping the place, an old man was at the counter listening to talk radio. This time it was a girl in a maroon t-shirt that said, "Virginia is for lubbers," grooving to Love Train on the radio. She didn't bother to look up when I came in. At the far end of the mag rack, Penthouse, Penthouse Forum, Penthouse Letters. Hustler was fine since they had dicks, even though I didn't know that I wanted dick, but behind that, Honcho, Mandate, Inches, Black Inches, Straight to Hell. But Blue Boy wasn't sealed and nobody came down the aisle. For a while, I wondered who the fuck was breathing like Darth Vader, until I realized it was me. 20 blocks away, nobody would find out, right? This guy was telling her that this Iran thing is really getting out of hand and President Bubba better do something. On the cover, the boy's cowboy hat put everything in the shadow but those wet lips kind of kissing a cigarette. Blue Boy, March 1979. Outlaws, the bad boys who love it any time. Sick was what Pop called me too. One day when the man went through my shit looking for cash so that he could buy cigs and soda and chips to balloon his fat ass even bigger. I wish I could have been there when he found Supernova Cox, Super Hung Cox, Cock Tease, Cock Hungry, and Super Surge Cox. That one with Al Parker looking like a spurtin' Jesus. Did he throw up after that one? Did he shake his head and say, "I knew something was fishy about that boy"? Did he sit down and read a few? So I finally come home, not ready to take any crap for nobody, least of all that loser, only to see the man hobbling out to the living room, holding the mag with the pink cover, Supernova Cox, and shouting, "You fucking dirty little faggot. You fucking dirty little faggot. There's a special part of hell for people like you. Can't believe a fucking son of mine, a son from fucking normal blood, is out there fucking the fudge out of some fucker's ass. This must be from your mother's side of the fucking family. That's what you do, fag. Fuck ass all night long?" Got it wrong, Pop. Usually, It's my ass they're fucking all night long.
What the fuck did you say?
Don't you know, Pop? I'm the hottest piece of ass on the whole east side. They line up around the block to see me. Especially them black dudes. This one time, this black guy fucked me so raw I couldn't even...
I oughta...
You oughta what, man? Pop stepped to me, but I wasn't 10 years old. Sure, he was bigger and fatter, but I've been waiting on this for years.
I oughta...
You ought to go back to your fucking room and watch All in the Family instead of my fucking business, Pop. You want $2 for some Fritos? I walked right past him to go to my bedroom, but Pop grabbed me by the arm and pulled me back.
I'd kill you for the disgrace you bring to this family.
Take your fucking hand off me.
You're gonna fucking burn, you...
Take your fucking hand off me.
I oughta...
I pulled the Beretta out of the holster. Fuck yeah, I was carrying a gun by then, just in case one of those cars still had the driver in it, and he started to make a fuss. Pop jumped back, holding his two hands stiff like some bank clerk in a stick-up. You oughta what, you son of a bitch? Do I look like I'm scared of you?
You...
I'm one of those men you only pretend to know. Talking your shit all the time. I'm going into my fucking room and fucking sleep. Don't ever come in my room again, you hear me?
I want you out of my fucking house. You're nothing but a two-bit hood.
And you're a loser who couldn't raise nothing but a faggot. Take that shit to your next bridge game with Mr. Costa. By the way, I suck him off every time he comes upstairs looking for the John.
You shut your fucking mouth!
Gag like a fish the way his cock's so big.
I want you out of my house.
Oh, I'm gone, old man. I'm fucking gone. Tired of this place and your bullshit. You want some cash?
I don't want none of your faggot money.
Your choice, then. Maybe I'll take it and buy my own faggot Jim Beam, then.
You're a fucking demon.
And you're a fucking loser. I went to my room. The man mumbled something. What did you say?
Leave me alone.
What the fuck did you say?
You think you're so smart, don't you? I might be a fucking loser, but you're the one person that everybody will think is lower scum than even me. Lisa. She had such a rough time with you, nearly killed her when you were born.
Jesus Christ, I don't fucking need this shit. I really don't. I just want to get out of this city. I didn't even realize I was back at the phone booth until the phone stopped ringing. Rocky, it's me. I'm in New York, and I leave a message. Beep. I slammed down the phone.
Dorcas Palmer. Now it's too dark to use "it's getting dark" as an excuse for him to leave. Another Dorcas Palmer, a smarter one, would be wondering how the hell the evening ended up with this man in her apartment. Then again, who gives a ass? A man can show up in a woman's apartment without wondering what the neighbors think. And besides, I don't know my neighbors. But if he thinks this night is going to end up like some French comedy with me in bed, sheets up to me titties and him with a contented smile as he smokes a cigarette, he just made one sad mistake. He's watching the skyline from my window. Here I thought I had a shitty view. I know this part. I've watched Dynasty. I should ask him if he would like a drink. Except all I have is some cheap vodka, because liquor never stopped being bitter, and some pineapple juice that I can't say for sure isn't spoiled. And isn't offering a drink just code for, "Would you like to fuck me now?" Which isn't going to happen, though he really does look like Lyle Waggoner. And I heard Lyle posed for Playgirl. The sad thing is, I really do want to slip into something more comfortable. All this fucking tweed on a summer day was itching the ras clot out of me. And my feet have a strict 5-hour high heels limit before they start screaming, "Bitch, what the bumbleclot? You trying to kill me?" I chuckled too loud, and he turns around and looks at me. A smile from a man is a down payment, Dorcas Palmer. Don't sell him nothing. I know I promised not to say anything about going home, I say. So don't. You have any idea how many people I know that can't keep a promise? Sound like rich people problems. Sorry? You heard me. I swear, part of the reason why I can't leave. Can't? Can't. Is that you just seem to get bolder by the hour. Who knows who you'll be by 10? I'm not really sure if that is a compliment. Me neither, actually. We'll just have to wait until 10 then. I wanted to say something about the nerve of this man to move into my space, encroach on my time, and assume that I have nothing better to do. And then he says, "But then again, you must have something better to do than humor an old man." I've said you're not old 2 times already. Maybe you should fish for a new compliment. He laughs. The sun's gone. Got anything to drink here? Vodka, some pineapple juice, and I don't know. Got ice? I'm sure I can work up some. So you have shit to drink then. I'll have a vodka and some pineapple juice or whatever's in the fridge. Your hand's sick? Vodka and clean glasses are both on the counter. He looks at me, nods and laughs. Fucking love this, he says. I'm starting to wonder if this is the movie where the sassy black maid gives the old patriarch reason to live again. Yet still there is no proof that this man is in any way old or need anybody's help for that matter. Your son and daughter must be worried by now. Maybe. There's club soda in the fridge. Can I use that? Yes. And it might be time to throw out that slice of pizza and that half box of ramen. Thank you. Any other suggestions for my fridge? I'd get rid of the half-eaten burger, too. And no self-respecting person should ever be caught drinking Coors. I wasn't actually expecting suggestions for my fridge. Then why ask? You want a vodka soda with a hint of pineapple? Yes. Coming up. I watched the man take over my kitchen. Can't remember when I bought lime, and it must have been recently because he's using it. He tried 3 times to cut with my knife before he pulls out another one and strikes them against each other, like he's sword fighting himself. Then he chops up the lime. He looks at my glasses on the counter and nods in what looks like pity. I don't remember saving 2 salsa bottles, but he finds them. Chop, crush, squeeze, stir. Yes, it is something to watch a man work. I don't know if I have ever seen a man in kitchen who wasn't on TV. Actually, that's not true. He walks over with both bottles and hands one to me. Well, is it any good? It's very good. Well, thanks for the enthusiasm. It's wonderful, really. He sits down in the armchair that I had my neighbor help carry up from the street. The neighbor that I have not spoken to since. I hope it don't still smell. He's sipping slow, as if he doesn't want the drink to end, and by extension, this day. Aren't you itching in that skirt? I mean, it's summer. I'm not taking off my skirt. Don't think I asked you to. You wondering how much of a mistake you made inviting me over? No. So yes then. I don't double talk. Good. It's weird to think it, but the only way I can describe how he sits is strong. I noticed it at his home and on the subway as well. Him rejecting all these chairs, inviting him to slump, and sitting straight with his back arched. Must be from his days in the military. Shouldn't the police be looking for you by now? Can't file a missing persons report until it's been 24 hours. How soon can you file a kidnapping? I'm a little too big to be kidnapped, don't you think? Thought size didn't matter. Keep this up, and you might be having as much fun as me. Don't you have any music? You want to hear what the happening kids are listening to these days? Yes, actually. What's the latest? That Good Times is quite good, isn't it? Quite good. Boy, you've been out of it. I get up and put a record on. Well, the one on top of the stack. Funny, back in Jamaica, records were what my father listened to. And it was always dreary instrumental shit like Billy Van, La Poma, and stuff from the James Last Orchestra. 1985, and I must be the only person to have one of those all-in-one stereo cabinets, or at least one named Telefunken. I still remember the one time my mother brought home a record. It was just a 45 from Millie Jackson called If You're Not Back in Love by Monday. But I think she waited until we all were out before she would play it. Church organs? Good gracious. Are you playing church music? No. That's a preacher. He's talking about the afterworld. And that's most definitely organs. Shut up and listen. He sits back down just as Prince says, "In this life, you're on your own." Oh my. Oh my. I do quite like this. He stands back up, snapping his fingers and nodding his head. I wonder if he was a teenager during Elvis and what he thought of the Beatles. I want to ask him if he likes rock and roll, but the question seems silly for a man finger-snapping and tapping like Bill Cosby just taught him jive. Let's go crazy. Let's get nuts, he says. I feel guilty for not dancing, so I get up and dance. And then I do something I never, ever, ever do. Dr. Everything Will Be Alright makes everything go wrong. Thrills, spills, and daffodils will kill hang tough children. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Woohoo! Woohoo! I grab the comb on the kitchen counter, and it's a microphone for 3 more woohoo hoo-hoos. And then the guitar solo comes. And at first, I think he's having a heart attack. But he's actually miming the guitar solo with his hands. I'm jumping and yell, "Go crazy! Go crazy!" And the song stretches the moment out so long. I mean, I've listened to the song 10 million times, but it's never been this long. Until it just collapses, and so do we. I'm on the floor. He's on the couch. He jumps right back up when Take Me With You comes on. But I'm still on the floor, panting and laughing. That may be the most fun I've had since before the Beatles came on Ed Sullivan. Is what with you people and the Beatles? They're only the greatest rock band of all time. The last client had us standing outside John Lennon's hotel all night that night. Whatever for? Was he recording with Paul? What? I'm not sure that's funny. He walks over to the stereo and picks up the album jacket. Who's the homely-looking dyke on the bike? That's Prince. Prince who? Just Prince. The mustache wasn't a giveaway? Well, my second thought was that this was the hottest bearded lady ever. He has a movie showing named Purple Rain. Purple Haze? Rain. Prince, not Jimmy. I should probably take it off. He gets a little explicit. Sweetie, I'm the only white man in 5 boroughs who actually owns Blowfly Records. This Prince doesn't scare me. Sorry for calling you sweetie. I understand women aren't into being spoken to that way anymore. I wanted to tell him that I didn't mind, and that it's still the first time anybody, certainly any man, has called me anything nice in a while. But I looked out the window at the skyline turning on its lights. Who's the girl on the cover? Apollonia. She's supposed to be his girlfriend in real life. So he's not gay then? You must be hungry. You didn't eat any of the pizza at your house. I am kinda. What you got? Nachos and ramen. Good Lord, not together. Prefer week-old chicken McNuggets? Milady doth have a point. I put the kettle on for the noodles, which means time just sitting and listening to the rest of the album. By the time the kettle is whistling, the album is almost over, and I'm thinking of flipping it back to side 1 because I know I won't be able to sit through the silence, and neither will he. So where are you from exactly? What? Where are you? Can you turn that off? It's not like Elvis is leaving the building. Where are you from? Eat your noodles. Kingston. You already said that. A place named Havendale. Is that in the city? Suburbs. Like the Midwest? Like Queens. Ghastly. Why did you leave? It was time to go. Just like that. Was it Michael Manley and all that communist hoo-ha that was going on a couple years ago? I see you're very informed about the Cold War. Sweetie, I grew up in the 50s. I was being sarcastic. I know. Anyway, why anything drive me out? Maybe I just wanted to leave. You ever been around family and still feel like you've overstayed your welcome? Holy fucking Christ, tell me about it. Worse when it's your own goddamn house that you goddamn paid for. You're still going to have to go back eventually. Oh, you think so, do you? What about you? Don't have anything to go back to. Really? No family? No sweetheart? You really are a child of the 50s. In Jamaica, a sweetheart is the woman you're cheating on your wife with. Charming. Speaking of charming, I gotta use your loo. Back down the hallway where you came in, second to last door on your right. Gotcha. It would be funny to turn on the TV right now and with Cronkite leading off about the Colthers' Big Daddy being kidnapped and held for ransom. The wife/daughter-in-law bawling on camera until she realizes that her mascara's running down her cheeks and shouting, "Cut!" And the son, looking all stoic because he either doesn't want to talk or his wife refuses to shut up. We thought the place was reputable, but you never know. She seemed so trustworthy. Her name was Dorcas, for God's sake. Only God knows how much she will ask for in the ransom note. I wonder if she will dress up right before the news cameras show up. What's my photo gonna look like on TV? Though I'm sure the agency doesn't have a photo of me. At least I can't remember. But let's say they have a picture of me, which in just a slight change of context will look like a mugshot. I'll bet from the one day I left the apartment and forgot to get my hair right. The couple will probably hold hands while she begs the kidnapper, meaning me, to have some humanity since her father is not well. Not well at all. And, what's this? I didn't hear him come out of the bathroom. No flush, no door squeak, no nothing. It's so my thoughts run away with me that I didn't even notice him until he's right in front of me. I said, what's this? Who are you anyway? He waves it in front of me. I already tell myself that it's not like I was expecting the day to end with people in my house. I mean, this is the house of a woman who never expects company. But God damn it, I should have checked the bathroom first, if for nothing else to make sure fresh towels was over the sink. And now he's in front of me like he named police, waving a book that is usually safe under my pillow. How to Disappear Completely and Never Be Found by Doug Richmond. Shah bumbaclot.
Tristan Phillips. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You're chatting so much shit, your tongue probably brown. Oh no? Okay. You know what? Let's play it your way. What else you have to ask me? Balaclava? You done asked me that already. Copper? Check your notes, fool. Popolo and Shatter Sheriff? I tracked that last one from the 8 lanes right up to Brooklyn, so check your notes. Oh, really? That's not what I think. You want to know what I think? You don't have any notes. Everything you have scribbled down there is doodle and bullshit. For all I know, you've been writing Mary Have a Little Lamb in Spanish all this time. No? So make me see it. Go on. Yeah, right, as you Americans say. Exactly what me did think. White boy, just cut the shit already. Better yet, why don't you stay quiet, and I will tell you why you is here. Look at you, man. I mean, it's 1985. You can't get a decent haircut with this hippie fuckery. Jean shirt like cowboy, disco jeans pants, and don't tell me, cowboy, no, bike boots. Shit. Even man in prison see at least 2 episodes of Miami Vice. You get any punani looking like that? Oh, you know what punani mean? Really? This is your style? Or you get stuck in a year and everybody leave you there? I mean, you come in here telling me that you're doing a story about the peace process. For one, that was 7 years ago. And all now you can't give me a good reason why it's still interesting. You think me stupid? Brethren, there is a thing called context. And all now you can't give me one. Don't insult me because I sometimes chat bad. You sure you know what context mean? You know what we was actually doing? Or you think all we do was put on one concert with the singer? By the way, everything you asked so far is about the end of the peace process, never the beginning, and never even during. Come on, white boy. For a boy who claimed to not see the island since 1978, every single thing you bring up so far about happened in 1979 and 80. You ask about Papa Lo, but only his debt. You ask about Copper, but only his debt. You never ask about Lucy, and even after I bring her up, you just move on like she don't mean nothing. Oh, you just want to be thorough. Oh, well, you is a journalist after all. Uh-huh. Right, my youth. You want to know more about when we joined Rankin Dons in 1980? Pierce. Alex. Me never say I joined the Rankin Dons in 1980. I just said I joined the Rankin Dons. Or maybe you want to know about Josie Wales. He coming to New York, you know. Word in Rikers is that he landing today. Who knows what he coming for? Or who? Oh, you're quiet now. Look at you. In fact, you're quiet every single time I mention Josie Wales. No, brethren, only minutes ago, when I was talking about how Wales fuck up the Peace Council, you immediately change the subject to how me end up in prison when you clearly already know. You don't ask a single thing about me that you couldn't find out in any interview me do for the council, even the one with the New York station me talk about. But it's true. Josie Wales coming to New York today, and he definitely not coming to see me. Look at you, sitting there like trying to act like you're not afraid. I give you 5 minutes to wrap up this interview because you have some pressing matter, then run home to your Bed-Stuy apartment and hide under the sink. Oh yeah, Alex Pierce. How long you think it take me to find out what I need to know about you? Thinking that because you live on Bedford and Clifton that you is hardcore. 238 Clifton Place, right? First floor apartment? No. Wait. Second floor. I forget that you Americans don't use ground floor. Ha ha. Everybody on your street black and look like they're auditioning for Thriller, and you one looking like you're playing for the Eagles. You is something Alex Pierce. Make me guess. is me comparing you to the eagles that piss you off. But me wrong about you. You're not leaving in 5 minutes. You're not leaving until you get what you come for. Josie Wales coming to New York just make things difficult, but you're still here for something. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Huh? Huh? Go on. Just like that? Just sitting there like that? You know what? Me quiet, so talk. Shit, Alex Pierce. Shit. Sorry, didn't mean to laugh. But it kinda funny still. Wake up in your bed and find man sitting beside you. You sure you and him wasn't fucking and him wake first? Calm down, me youth. Everybody can see that you're not a batty man. You ever kill a man before? Yes, Alex Pierce, that is what I want to know. You can shut up with the fucking motherfucker, or I'll call the guard. Answer the question. Kill anybody since? Haha, I know, just a run joke with you. What a piece of business is killing a man, eh? Hell of a thing. Everything that him set out to do from sunrise to sunset, you just put a stop to it, just like that. It don't matter if it was a good man or a bad man. You look at a dead man and wonder if he, if anybody, start a day thinking this going to be the last. Weird, eh? You wake up, eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, you work, party, you fuck, and you wake up and do it all again. But this one night, this one man not going to see a tomorrow ever again. He not going to get up, bathe, shit, cross the road, take this bus, play with him children, nothing. And as you do it, you take it from him. I hear you, but that was all there was to it. Him was about to take life from you, and you just do what called for, or you wouldn't be in front of me right now. What him look like dead? You touch him? Just leave it so? So how you know him was dead? My youth? You leave the hotel room and nothing happened after that? Interesting. It's not like you booked the room under false name. So no news report, no investigation, no police call you, nothing? Almost like you dream up the whole thing? Calm down, white boy. Me never say you dream it. But somebody clean up after you. Somebody clean up good. And hold on. You say blue uniform? Like a blue uniform? And bald head? Him kinda red. I mean, light skin, mixed looking? Bumbleclot. So you're telling me that you is the man that killed Tony Pavarotti? Bumbleclot, my youth. Bumbleclot? No, me never know him. But who in the ghetto didn't hear about Tony Pavarotti? That man was Josie Wales' top-ranking enforcer. Hear that man cold as ice. Some people say mute, because nobody ever hear him say anything, ever. You ever hear about the place named School for the Americas? You have to be outside of America to ever hear about it. All I know is that Pavarotti is the only boy that for a fact come out of that there place. And the only boy who didn't know what to do with a gun. Better sniper than police or soldier. And you saying that some scrawny hippie boy killed Jamaica's #1 killing machine? Oh no, brethren, me totally mean to laugh. No, maybe you're right. Maybe. I mean, you're certainly very upset about it, that's for sure. I mean, you're sure it was him? Oh wait, you wouldn't know. You just know what him looked like. Sorry, brethren, but we have to absorb this some more. It's like me looking at the man who killed Harry Callahan. You remember when this was? February 1979. So now it come out. You was in Jamaica up to February 1979. You tell me say you was uncovering some shit about Green Bay too, right? Although that don't mean nothing. Even Jamaican newspaper exposed the truth behind that long time. But if Tony Pavarotti was coming after you, then the order must did come from Copenhagen City. And since that not Papa Lowe style, the only person who could have sent him was Josie Wales. Damn, my youth. Is what you could do to set off Josie Wales so he would send man to kill you? You don't know. Maybe you don't realize that you know. What kind of journalist don't even know him own facts? You must did find out something about Josie Wales that nobody else know. Then again, that's not it at all. Josie find out that you have something on him that you didn't even realize that you know. Yes, it's 6 years ago, but it clearly haunting you, so you must remember something. It must be in your notes or something. It's funny though, because Josie not really afraid of nothing, it seems. He might be what you people call a psychopath. Come man, think. What out there that only you and him know? You know a drug connection? A mob link? You do a story about Colombia lately? No, wait, it would be back then. 1979, nothing really start up yet. Certainly nothing that you would know. Green Bay? No. You wasn't covering politics. You was doing stuff on the peace treaty. But what draw you into that story? You was following the singer? Oh, the singer. Why? Oh, brethren. You just say it to me, Pierce. You just lay out the whole plan and you still don't see it. We have more in common than you know. Think about it. Right now, everybody know that whoever shoot the singer was aiming for the heart but get the chest, and only because he exhaled instead of inhale, right? I mean, it even on the book on him. But back in 1978, who would know that instead of the singer, the gunman, and from the sound of this, you? So him realize him tell you something that he not supposed to know. After all, not even the hospital could say where a killer mean to shoot, only where it hit. I mean, I knew that Josie fired a shot, but I didn't know that till 79. And even then, nobody could have known intention other than who get shot and who tried to kill. He didn't look at your way. He did just cut off the interview shot right after that. He must. Damn me, youth. You living a movie? The thing is, even though we all know about Green Bay, if I hear you correct, then you find out the truth long before everybody else. What your name? Sherlock? So either he tried to kill you because you find out that he tried to kill the singer himself, or he tried to kill you because you find out the truth about Green Bay. Although him trying to kill his own people don't make no sense. Now me confused. You know what? Forget Green Bay. Even though you know too much about that too, it says up in that it's Tony Pavarotti that tried to kill you. That mean is definitely Josie. No question about it. Josie Wales realized that you know he tried to kill the singer. Or at least you was going to find out. Though me don't know if you as smart as he thought you were, because for 6 years none of this ever even strike your mind. Now this makes sense. So this is why you come pay me a visit. I must be the only person in the world who have this kind of something in common with you. What a thing. The only two-man Josie Wales tried to kill who's still living. And any hour now, he soon land in New York.
Josie Wales. This plane landed 25 minutes ago in JFK, and we're just leaving customs. Some bird tell me that this only happens when Jamaicans land. I don't know how I know. I just know. Last time I fly to Bahamas, the customs pussy hole actually say, "Will all the Jamaicans stand to the left of the line?" No, I didn't stand to the fucking left, and not one idiot say a damn thing when I go straight through customs and give them my passport. Didn't even open my suitcase. Didn't a singer do that one time? Standing in line when a customs officer start to deal him some customs fuckery. He just grab him bag and walk straight out. 2 Jamaicans in this line already get cart off by customs. One of them have 3 guards escort her. Fucking idiot. I hope she put the coke up her asshole and not up her pussy, or worse, swallow it, because all that time in there would cost her. Listen to me.
thinking all Jamaicans must be drug mules. Pity they stopped the girl who looked like she a mule when they should have stopped the idiot embarrassing the country in first class. There we are, 32,000 feet in the sky, and the air hostess announced dinner service. My girl took one look at what they was offering and say, "No to backside of food you call that? A good thing me bring me on a pickle." Then I have to watch this damn Butu open her bag and pull out an ice cream bucket with fried fish and rice and peas. Damn fish stink first class so bad that I almost asked if I could move to a seat in the back. I'd even pay for it. Either that or whip out a gun and pistol whip some class into her if I brought one. "Welcome to the United States, Mr." I passed through the door into the baggage area, only to glimpse two officers grab the young woman they pull out a line and throw her down to the floor. Outside of customs, and we're still inside the airport. One more thing that's different from Jamaica. And there is Yubi, standing right in front of the crowd of people, a lot of them black, a lot of them Indian looking, waiting on people to come out. Royal blue silk suit with white kerchief in the front pocket like he is the black man in Miami Vice. I really need to watch that show. Something tell me that if I call him Tubbs, Yubi would like it. Uptown boy trying to play hardcore, except he really hardcore. I spend a lot of time thinking about Weeper too, but not in the same way and not for the same things. And what the hell this man have in his hand? "Yubi, my man, my main man," he say like an American black man. He's still holding up the sign saying Josie Wales, just like the signs the two chauffeurs beside him are holding up. "What is this?" "Ha! This? This is a joke that we call a Josie Wales." "Oh?" I'm not laughing. "Jesus Christ, Josie, where your sense of humor gone? Or you ain't never have one?" I hate when Jamaicans start to pick up American ways of talking, and when they flip back and forth, it put my teeth on edge. I laugh. "That more like it, although your heart not in it." Then he flings the paper into the air just like that, grabs my bag and starts to walk out. I'm following him but still watching the paper sail through the air and land near a rent-a-car booth. Should be interesting landing in New York at night. It's a totally different city than in the day. Out soon before we get to Bushwick. "Just cool, man, Josie. The night young and you just come. You hungry?" There was food on the plane. "Which me sure you didn't rascal eat. Boston jerk chicken on Boston Road." "Seriously? You think me leave Jamaica to go eat second-class Jamaican food? That's what you think?" "Fine. You want a Big Mac? A Whopper with cheese?" In the parking lot, a black minivan pull out and stop in front of we. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't have my gun, or I would have it out already. But then it's not like this is downtown Kingston. The door open and you be point. For some reason I don't move until he gets in first. He's nodding his head. Good old Josie still trusting nobody after all these years. He laughed, but I still don't know what he's talking about. I can't remember Yubi from the old days. Outside, we seem to be driving through lights, although I thought we would be passing mile-high buildings right away. So far, New York looking like late June in Miami. But I thought the streets would have been wider. Nothing but cars speeding past on the highway, which was strange since Yubi himself said nobody drives in New York. Maybe this wasn't New York. I would ask, but Yubi already thinking he too smart. The van slowed down, and for the first time I realized that another man in the back. Stupid Josie Wales, you know better than this. No gun, surrounded by a crew from a man I work with but for real don't trust. I should have at least asked for a gun as soon as we step out of the airport. We turn off the big highway and I see a sign saying Queens Boulevard. Strange, this boulevard is much wider than the highway. We rolling down this street with brick townhouses, all of them 3 floors and sometimes 4, with a veranda and plastic chairs and bicycles outside. This is Queens, by the way. I know. You do? I don't answer him. We hit a pothole and I jump. Bertram, what the fuck, man? You just run over a goat? Pothole, boss. Imagine the Don, man. Leave jam down to run into pothole. What a thing. We didn't want him to feel like stranger, Yubi. Ha ha. I'm hoping that nobody see me jump in the dark, or I might have to do something. My boy Josie jumped like he heard Duppy. Everybody laugh. I don't like how he's parring with everybody like he and them is size. I don't like when any fucking man disrespect me, even as a joke. This man really thinking me and him is neck and neck. He really thinks so. I wonder if this would happen if Weeper was managing Manhattan and Brooklyn the way he seemed to be managing Queens and the Bronx. We need to talk as soon as we get out of this van. Meanwhile, I'm wondering what the man in the back doing. Then we're on another highway, and I look over, and there's the sea or the river, and there's a neon sign of the old Pepsi label, old from when I was a boy. So, Josie, I was thinking, you gonna talk business in the van? What, this? I trust my man implicitly, Josie, meaning, you're not about to tell me what implicitly mean. Why, Josie, check you out, no? Man bad like sin. But I know nothing. We can't wait until we reach Boston Jerk Chicken. Funny, eh? What are the odds Boston Jerk Chicken from Portland would land on Boston Road in New York? That is what my son would call irony from him lit class. They grow up fast, eh? How old your big son be now? 14. All this can't wait till we get out of the van. Just making convo, but suit yourself. The van stopped. I didn't even notice that we was in the Bronx. I know it was after 9, but the street's still busy, with people moving up and down in the middle of the road, along the sidewalk and in and out of store like it's still daylight. Cars park on both sides of the road, and all of them either Buick or Oldsmobile or Chevrolet. Miss Beulah's Hair Technique, Fontaine Brothers Shipping, Western Union, another Western Union, Peter's Boutique Men's Clothing, Apple Bank, and then Boston Jerk Chicken. The place looked like they was about to close, but somebody must did see a Yubi because the light from the back just go on. So now I'm wondering if Yubi forget that I said no Jamaican food, or if this is another cute disrespect. We sit down, just me and him at an orange plastic booth near the door with him directly in front of me. One of his men by the cashier and 2 stand up outside. How much security you usually need round here? Not too much. Rankin Don's no better than to try moving on Boston or Gun Hill Road. Last time they try a thing, they dropped 2 of me dealers. Now you know this nigga wasn't gonna take that shit lying down, right? We hear that a party going on in Haven Park with plenty of Rankin Dons. We just drive down in 3 car, jump out and shower that whole park with bullet. We didn't even shoot to kill, even though 1 or 2 man did suck salt that day. All me care about was that at least one of them was going shit in a colostomy bag for the rest of him life. That was the last time them fucking batty boys mess with the Bronx. Pushing smack in Philly is the best move they ever make. Still them getting bolder in Brooklyn. Too bold if you ask me. Tell me. What? Tell me how bold. Well, your man Weeper can best tell you. I didn't ask Weeper, I asked you. Okay. Real talk then. Your boy fucking around in more ways than one, while Rankin Dons driving up and down in a triangle on Broadway, Gates and Myrtle, watching your boy fuck up. Spotters can't find runners, dealers shooting up. Meanwhile, them boys and they Chevrolets patrolling all over because they know they can't set foot in the Bronx or in Queens. My man report all this to me. Your man? How he know so much? Don't take this no way, but I have one of Weeper's runners on the lookout for me. What the bumper clot you be? You a spy upon the man upon me? Oh, for fuck's sake, Josie, like you don't have man spying on me? Or Bricks run to phone booth every night to make collect call to him woman? Me no care. I actually don't mind at all. It keep me on my toes and remind me not to fuck up. My man report to me twice a week. I mean, I can't imagine he finding out anything you don't already know. Like what? Test me. Like how your boy Weeper is a user. Weeper sniffing coke from as early as 75. That not nothing new. But new it is, Josie. Now I'm smoking crack, and you and me know that crack is not coke. Can a man do good business even when him depend coke? Of course. Every man me know in the music biz a lick coke. Hookers and blow them call it, me youth. Back then the biz did even have a sort of class. But crack is different business. Every single dealer who switched from coke to crack mash up. You can't hold a single thought on crack. You can't do no fucking business. Crack is your business. You can't add number when you're on crack. You can't separate what to sell and what to buy. Shit gone to hell and you don't even care. When you see Weeper, ask when last he go to Bushwick. I smoke up crack and, well, them other things is for him business. But the man is a rascalot crackhead, and this is a rascalot business. How you know him smoking crack? My man see him do it. Fucking lie that you be. Brethren, what make you think him hiding it? You no understand. When a man pound crack, him don't fucking care. It's damn slackness, man. The man a shoot up crack like some crack bitch and messing up him spots, and when him not doing that, going on with all sorts of nastiness that he must did catch from Miami, cause there's no way he could be doing that shit in Jamdown. Enough. And Rankin Dons is nothing but John Crows. Before a body even dead, they start to hover close. Me say enough, you be, to rascalot. All right, brethren, all right. Enough of this bomberclot fuckery. Make we go. Brethren, the food don't even come yet. Me look like me bomberclot hungry. What me want to do is go to Bushwick. Right now, you be.
John K. So, there was this time in Miami, way down on Collins in South Beach. I was smoking Parliaments in a Mustang that already smelled like ass, bitching over being given bad info on a pot pickup that was just not going to fucking happen. Yeah, the aim was to jack the stash and then sell it. When, like moths sniffing out the new chintz, some boys started to come over. A blonde one, hair long and curly like he spent most days posing as Farrah Fawcett, glided his way, jeans split at the side and cut like hot pants so high that white pockets poked out. He was singing, too. Voice deep enough to kill the Farrah vibe. More. How do you like it? How do you like it? I wanted to say, faggot, it's 1983. Motherfucker's roller skate stopped somewhere in that girly middle between pink and purple. Lilac, maybe. Something that fags would know. Roller bitch never saw him coming. The dirty one. Black hair so ashy that it seemed gray, sliding up through the blind side of the car like he's following shadow. I didn't even see him until the roller bitch glided straight into a kung fu kick to the side from Kid's combat boots. Roller bitch went rolling, teetering, tottering, like a drunk dancing queen, trying to regain footing but unable to stop the skates without wiping out on the asphalt. Bitch screamed and cussed and tried to stay up, but barreled backways on one foot, then the other, until he went butt first into a pile of trash bins by the wire fence. Take your clap and your stanky ass to Hialeah, the boy said. Spick, of course, but a cute spick. Maybe not long from Cuba. Not long enough for the dirty Pingero to know that the wild one was one fucking old movie and leather wasn't the coolest bet, for what was still the tropics. Spick bent down into the car window, smelling like he was smoking only 30 minutes ago. His left canine was missing, but his eyes were black and hungry, his chin strong like Vinnie Barbarino's on Welcome Back, Kotter. Kid stuck his hand in the car and I grabbed him. Hunter's instinct. "Smokes," the kid said, and I let him go. The kid said nothing else, just went around to the right side and got in the car. I would have let him blow me there, but shit, I had to jet. These run-down Art Deco-style hotels were becoming a major downer. Kid said, "What the fuck, Poppy? I don't travel." I said, "Well, get the fuck out of my car then." Kid changed his mind and said, "Drive me someplace nice." He took another cig out of the pack and stuck it behind his ear. I'm thinking that hopefully the rifle wasn't on the bed, or this kid would get scared. Kid was just staring at my cowboy boots. "You some ranchero, Papi?" Take off my fucking hat. And the fucked up thing is, all I could think about was Rocky. Even with my hand in this kid's dirty hair, as his head bobbed up and down, I thought about Rocky's rules. We had certain rules, or maybe we thought we did. If you're gonna make it with somebody, fuck guys on the sofa, because on the bed is cheating. And only if the guy is really, really cute, because the memory gem said we only passed this way but once, and then you just have to make it with him, because we're queers and bullshit rules don't apply. Well, straight rules. But fucking hell, man. Stuff I had put to bed years ago has been staging a fucking reunion in my head these past few days. Fuck if I know why. I've never been to New York. Here it's like this, see? Suck my finger and suck until you're a vacuum, see? Like when you suck on a plastic bag till all the air's gone out. Suck so hard that I can't pull my finger out. I know how to do it. Nobody told me NYC was a place overrun by ghosts. You're a fucking freak, John. I never meant to push the boy. Yeah, I did. I never meant for the boy to get hurt. Yeah, I fucking did. I never meant to kill him. What does meant mean? When he landed face down on the train track and I pulled him up, just to position his head over the beam so that his loose mouth bit into it, and then kicked him hard at the back of his head again and again until I heard the crunch. All I could think about was summer camp. Is it in? Oh yeah. All the way in? Uh-huh. 14. Back from summer camp, and my pop punched me in the stomach once and told me I was a fucking wimp who needed to get hard. Summer camp was all about bad food, calamine lotion, and counselors walking around with rulers to stick between dancing couples to make space for Jesus. Me and Tommy Mateo, all red-haired white boy afros sitting on the sidelines hissing that this was bullshit. "Hey, you want to smoke?" Yeah. 2 weeks after camp, all I could think of was seeing Tommy again. On the phone, he seemed different, busy, like he was talking to somebody else. You know the old train tunnel over by Lincoln? I get there, and he's staying far back like he wasn't the boy whose butt I was stuffing every night in the fucking woods. Tommy blew smoke in my face when I got too close. "Tommy, you wanna, What? No, you fucking fag. You're the fucking fag getting cornholed. Fuck you. That's because there weren't no fucking girls. Girls to fuck you in the butt? Camp was full of girls. Not any girls I would want to fuck, shit. Even you were cuter than all of them. But we're back home and girls here are cute. I don't want fucking girls. You're supposed to, or else you're a fag. You're a fucking fag, and I'm gonna tell your pop. Fuck. Why am I thinking all this shit right now? The light in this guy's bedroom went on, then off. The bathroom light went on for half an hour and off. It's been off for half an hour now. Give a man half an hour, give or take, to fall asleep. He could be fucking some chick with the lights off, but then the same rules still apply. He'll either be asleep or distracted. I would climb the fire escape, but it's 3 floors up, and that's a pretty fucking tricky thing to tiptoe all the way. Griselda gave me a set of keys, but coming through the front door just seemed like a really stupid thing to do. This is New York. He's got to have locks on that shit, or maybe he's fucking some chick and don't want her to stay. Cross the street, and I'm in the building. Every now and then I get some hint that I'm really just a stereotypical fag. For example, who the fuck had the great idea to paint this whole hall area mustard? 10, 15 feet and the first stairway still has carpet on the steps. 3 floors up, I know that's not sweat running down my back. At the door, and before I know it, I'm sweeping my hands across it like I'm checking if it's real wood or some shit. Given how much I don't trust that Colombian bitch, I'm half expecting the key not to work. I push it in and turn hard, expecting it to break or something, but it works. It works with a fucking bang. Fuck this shit. First, I think to abort. Maybe it was louder out here than in there. Either way, it'd be wise to take the fucking safety off. Door creaks and opens and there's no living room. I guess people in NYC don't really need one. Right in front, a dining table and 2 chairs, or maybe the other chairs are someplace else. Little lights coming out from outside, so all I can see is a couch pushed up against the wall and the bed pushed up against the other side. TV right by the window. Can't tell if it's black sheets or if by the bed is just dark. Either way, I walk up to the bed, look for the slightest lump under the sheet, and let rip 7 shots from the clip. 3 things. The zoop-zoop of the silencer, the slight pop of the bullets bursting the pillow, and the gasp behind me. I swing around to see a naked white man with red hair, maybe. Can't tell in the dark since he left the bathroom light off. Bitch gave me the wrong fucking apartment. I raise the gun to get him in the head, but he throws something straight into my eye, and it's like I'm outside myself, hearing myself when I fucking scream. It runs down my face, and I taste it. Motherfucking mouthwash. By the time I run into the bathroom and wash out my eye, he already pushed up the window and jumped out on the fire escape. And I'm after him, this naked white man running down each step screaming, and me trying to get a good shot. I fire and it blasts the metal, shooting off sparks. I'm barely running 3 steps in the flat before I'm down another staircase, firing at the screaming naked dude. I don't know what he's screaming, but it doesn't sound like help. And all I'm shooting is this fucking fire escape. He jumps down the rest of the way instead of taking the ladder. There we are, running down the alley, him screaming like his throat half cut, me behind him half blind, and my right eye still fucking killing me. Worse, we're kicking up this shit rot sour dead stink with each step. I'm trying to get shots off, but only movie motherfuckers can run and shoot straight, and that's with 2 working eyes. All my shots keep disappearing in the dark, not ricochet, no nothing. He's pretty fast barefoot and hopping and zipping through this dark alley, hot with potholes and trash cans everywhere. I step on something squishy and don't bother to check if it was a rat. We hit a cross street, and the sudden headlights and streetlights stop him cold for too long. Pop him off right as he starts running again, just as 2 cars pass on both sides of him. One stops for a second, then peels out, swerving right, almost hitting a light. Then left, then right again, disappearing down a street. Nobody on the street at all, which was fucking strange for New York, I think. First, I thought the wall looked weird, black, bulby, and shiny. Then, I realized that it was garbage bags. One on top of the other, making a fucking wall to cover both sides all the way down into total dark. I walk up to the man, grab him by the left ankle, and drag him back into the alley.
This ends Disc 18.